What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Yeah, when the hat comes off, it's serious. This was yet another video I did not plan to make. It's the beauty of owning like 20 cars. At some point, they will all take turns deciding to just randomly break down on you and leave you stranded. So instead of taking the Corvette and putting it in the shop, getting it on the lift, and using all my great tools that are in the shop to do this job, looks like tonight we are going to be changing a starter. Have you ever changed one on a C4 Corvette? Yeah, they're loads of fun. I've done it one time before, and I seem to remember trying to find a way to fish it in and out was kind of a nightmare, I think. I don't remember. It's been at least 15 years ago. But I seem to remember doing a starter on one of these as being a real PITA. And this one, the starter's been going out for a while, but I've always been able to get it started. You just have to click the key 10, 15 times, and eventually it'll kick in. Not this time. So instead of going into the shop and doing this the right way, which this is one of the primary reasons I haven't been able to drive this car, is because I know the starter dies and I know at some point it will permanently fail. So I've kind of been putting it off. Well, today was the day, except it was not supposed to be done outside at night on this awful concrete, but it will not start. Like I have been fighting it for about 3 days trying to get this thing to crank over. It won't. Yes, I've already been underneath it. I've already tapped on it with a hammer. I've already jiggled the wires. And what I found is that what I suspect the problem actually is, these starters kind of weird looking. It's got this like terminal adapter that actually goes to here. So if you were to pop this off, which I don't think I can with my fingers. Well, if you pop this off, you have the same kind of bolts and nuts that you have right here, but they're down here. They hold this entire assembly to the starter. Well, on this Corvette, this is loose. You can wobble this whole thing around. Of course, it's like an AutoZone or whatever aftermarket starter. So is this one. This is an Amazon starter. But I already checked and made sure the nuts were tight on this, and they are. But on the Corvette, they've come loose. And this part sits right up against the exhaust, which makes it loads of fun to try to get to. So I guess there's only one thing left to do. You can tell I'm procrastinating because this is going to be very difficult for me to film. I'm not even sure how I'm going to do this. I have a really horrible 1-ton Duralast jack sitting down here. I've got a light kind of pointed up under there. I have... The only good tool that I think that's going to help me is my Milwaukee electric ratchet. So we're going to kind of throw that under there where it's easy to get to. I got a hammer that did me no good at all. Regular ratchet with an 8. I've already disconnected the battery. So let's see. This would be a lot easier, truthfully. If I was smart, I'd take this wheel off. This wheel's going to be in my way. It's 5 lugs. It'd be so much easier. Just get that wheel off. Plenty of light down here, though. As you can see, we do have a jack stand, and yes, the weight of the car is slightly resting on the Duralast jack stand. So the starter resides right there, and what do we got? Probably a 13 there, and then that's gonna be fun. That's what I was afraid of. There's another one hiding between the catalytic converter. You've got our studs on the back. One's a signal wire and the other is primary battery wire. Looks like a 13 and probably an 8 millimeter. You know what? This might, I don't want to say this. Look, no, this ain't going to slide out, is it? It's going to get caught between these transmission lines for sure. Hopefully these lines are, they're somewhat flexible. Yeah, I think fishing this thing out from here is going to be a lot of fun. But if you take a look, you see what I'm showing you here? See the wires? Look at this. That, I guarantee it's why it's not starting. That cap is on the back side. I don't think I can even get you guys on here, but the cap is back there. You see the white cap? You're actually looking at it. I cannot get, there's no room to get this cap off, and even if I can get it off, I can't get to the bolts either. In other words, I'm screwed. So I guess we're gonna get you guys set up somehow, some way down here, and let's commence trying to pull off the starter that looks like it's going to be a bear. How's the view over there, guys? There is no freaking room under here. Wow. I mean, seriously, there is There is no room under this car. Corvette things, right? Taking this wheel off really would. That would make all the difference, man. In fact, you know what, guys? Hang on a minute. I'm going to take this wheel off because it's not worth the fight. It's really not. All right, so get your wheel off, and it doesn't hurt to just kind of slide it under there, so if it falls, you know, it does absolutely no good at all. But anyway, maybe that'll help some. I don't know. We're gonna start with trying to get the 8 and the 13 wires off, so that once we get the bolts out of the starter, hopefully everything just kind of, oh great, there's no room. There's no room. You got to be joking me. You've got to be kidding me. There's no room? Really? There is a there's a wire harness in the way, and I can't. This is starting out wonderful. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I can't get it. Perfect. Let's try the 13. I think I can get to the 13. There is literally, there's no room under here. None. So, what the hell? Come on. I put the socket on backwards. These aren't even the same size. These aren't even the same size. No, So that's a 12, and the other one is a 7, or an 8. The 8 fits. The 8 fits. I just can't seem to get I can't get my ratchet onto it because there's a wire loom. Oh. There's still no freaking room under here. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Oh. Sorry, guys. Oh, this is exactly what I thought I was going to be doing tonight, for sure. You know, truthfully, I knew the car was not trying to start, but I thought for sure I'd be able to get under here, bang on the starter, and she'd come back to life. I really did. Like 99% of the time, these things will come back to life. This one, though, I don't think it's a problem with the starter. I don't. I think that terminal came loose. In fact, I'm certain that's what happened, is that the terminal came loose. And because of that, we're not getting a good connection. Now, unfortunately, that's a 15, that's a 13, I guarantee it's a 13. Yeah. Let's see if we can get a 13 on this. It's just, we're so limited on space down here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hell, that wasn't even tight. So it could have been that. I know what you guys are thinking. I do. Why not just try to tighten everything up and call it a day instead of fighting with it? And I'm with you. Oh, am I with you? Boy, am I with you on that. Absolutely. Oh yeah, this thing is crunchy, like crusty. I really don't think, guys, that just tightening things up is going to fix it. I don't. I think it's broken badly, and we just need to replace it. And there's no substitute for that. Half-assing it is not going to get us anywhere this time, I don't believe. So let's just. Oh, great. Where's the... I can't see anything. Where's my extension? I need my extension. Yeah, no jokes. No jokes. I need my extension. I brought one with me and now I can't find it. It's a 14, right? Oh, that's gonna be, yeah, this is gonna be, I just don't know. I just don't know. Okay, there's my extension. I knew it was down here somewhere. Instead of trying to fight it, we're gonna use my electric one here, just to make things a little bit easier. That's barely tight. All right. Bingo. And then the fun part is getting this thing fished out of here, because I don't know how the hell that's gonna happen. Oh boy. Oh, you can't get to it. You cannot get to that. Come on. There is no... Come on. I can't get to it. There's a heat shield in the way. No, Oh, man. I don't know how this is supposed to work. I don't know how this is supposed to work. I can't get this. I can't get this on here. And I think I know why. I'm gonna need a short 14. That's the only way that's gonna work. All right, here we go. Back out of the car. More tools. You know, the truth is, if I could get this jack out from under here and put it somewhere else, it would just make this so much easier. These Corvettes are so limited on their mounting points. I don't see anywhere else where I could put it. It looks like, I mean, we might be able to scoot it down a little bit. I guess we're just gonna have to do it like this. Can we do it this way? Yes, there we go. There we go. We just needed a smaller one. Okay, here we go. Come on. Whoa. Hey now. Listen. Okay, this thing looks like... I don't think it can fall out, but if it does, if this thing can fall out, it's gonna fall on my head. I'm not joking. If this thing can fall out, it's going to fall on my head. I was gonna use my electric ratchet, but I think this is loose enough to just get it out by hand now. I don't know how this bolt is going to come out. There's no room. Come on. Okay, now we're getting stuck. Oh, that's perfect. Yep. We're getting stuck. I love it, man. I love it when I say that. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay, so we got the starter out. The only question is, how does it... Oh, you mother... I'm telling you, if you fall on my face... What? I gotta get out of here. This thing's about to cause a problem. Okay, what if we just push the transmission lines out of the way? Come on. Can we just do that? Can we just put it? There we go. Yeah. You mother... Yes. Ooh. Oh yeah, they're not even tight. This is a triple tested. Is this an AutoZone product? Oh yeah. Yeah, completely loose. Bingo. I called it. I told you. I thought I knew what was wrong with it. And I did. I'll show you guys when we get out from under the car. Hell, that wasn't... Never mind. That wasn't so bad, guys. It wasn't so bad. Let me go get the new starter. Let's see if the new one goes in any easier than the old one came out. Okay. New starter. I want to set these new shiny bolts. Nuts. Sorry, nuts. People get mad at me. In a place where they're not going to get lost. And now we gotta try to fight this thing back in here. It didn't come out too bad, so I don't suspect it's going to be too hard to get it to go back in either. Just push this. There we go. Oh, really? Really? Hey, I'll take what I can get, man. Just don't fall on my head. That's the only thing I ask. Please don't fall on my head. Let's put the long bolt in first. And then we'll do the smaller one. I can get to the long one. The small one's really difficult to get to. There we go. Slide on in there. Uh-oh. Why is she sliding on in there? There she is. There she is. Come on. There we go. Okay. The small one, where the hell did it go? Come on, guys, quit standing around. Where did it go? You guys could be helping me instead of just sitting there and staring at the screen. Does anybody see? There it is. Well, there's the extension, but I need the 14. Is that it? Come here. Ugh, come here. Is that the 14? That's the 14. All right. Let's take that off. Put this back on. And let's see if we can't... Let's see if we can't get this. Come on. Oh, yep, this is going to be a problem. Son of... Of course. There's nothing. Oh, don't you even think about doing that to me. Yeah, we're stuck. It's stuck. Trying to get this bolt in with the extension and the socket is not going to happen. Now, why that is, I don't know, but we're having a bit of technical difficulty here. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Yeah, I can't get it. It's the heat shield from the catalytic converter. Great. Great, now it's stuck. So, perfect. B-E-A, beautiful. Come on, get in there. Can't get it in there. This is yeah, this is perfect. It's exactly what I needed right now. Let's try something else. Let's try to tighten down this one. To pull the starter up a little bit, kind of suck it in. I don't want to tighten it down. I still need a little bit of free movement here, but if we can just get the starter to somewhat sit where it needs to, like, well, I don't know, right? right there, maybe. I don't think this is going to make any difference. It's the heat shield for this converter that is in my way. And I just, yeah, see, it's still in the way. That didn't make a damn bit of difference. Oh man, okay. That sucks. I don't see any way of doing this. Let's try something a little unorthodox here. Let's take this off. Let's kind of set the, if I could just get the bolt in with my fingers or something, if I could just get it started, we would be set. I can't reach it, man. Now the question is, how the hell did this come out? Because it sure as hell doesn't want to go back in. I didn't think about this before I did it. I had an idea. Like I was saying, I had an idea. It's probably a very bad idea, but I thought, what if we could get this bolt in first instead of the long one? Let's try the short one. Let's get it. Let's kind of get it in and get it seated. And then I'm going to take the extension. It's going to fall out. Yep, it's going to fall out. I missed my lift. As I was saying, let's get this seated in here. Let's put it in the starter so that it's already kind of lined up. Oh. Easy. Easy. And then there's just kind of, come on. I think we're in. Easy. Come on. Don't you fall out. Don't you fall out. Then we put the big one in. Kind of get it lined up. Okay, there we go. And then we take this. Where'd my light go? And we'll tighten the small one down first. Oh, jeez. There we go. There we go. I mean, it's not perfect. Where'd the freaking bolt go? There is no room. I'm telling you, you could not be claustrophobic doing this. Not at all. Where the hell did the bolt go? There it is. God, Lord have mercy. Come on. Let's get in there. Let's quit playing games here and let's just get this done, can we? Whoop. Why are we loosening? There we go. Let go. Let go. Okay. There we go. Now we take our ratchet and we just double down and make sure everything is good and tight. That one's a little more interesting to get to, but come on, get on there. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right, next, we're gonna put our signal wire on, which is this teeny tiny, I think it's a, don't lose it, I think it's an 8mm. So let's get our signal. The signal wire is always the purple wire, by the way, at least on General Motors. And then all we have is our, ow, tried to rip my nipple off. Get the signal wire on here, and we'll put the battery wire on here. We're about, I don't want to say out of the woods, because I don't want to jinx myself, you know what I mean? But I do feel like we're pretty damn close to being out of the woods here. Now, it's important that you don't over torque these little tiny ones, you know, like the little 7mm. You don't need to go ham on those guys, all right? They don't need to be torqued down to 150 foot-pounds. You know what I mean? That's a good way to break things. It's just a signal wire. It's not carrying loads of current through it. So just, you know, be easy with it. The bigger one, it can obviously be torqued down a little bit more, but even that one's not. None of this is stuff that needs to be torqued to anything crazy. So now we need a 13. There we go. I think it's a 12, actually. They're different sizes from the one that I got from AutoZone and Amazon. Go figure. Honestly, the one from Amazon looks like it's in way better shape. Way better shape. I can't tell for sure if that's an AutoZone starter, but I'll have you guys take a look at it with me here in just a minute. Once we verify that this works, because this starter was stupid cheap in comparison to what one cost from the parts store, and it was here next day delivery. So there we go. All right, signal wire is on. Make sure we got no other wires laying around. Everything is hooked up. Everything is out of the way. Transmission lines, bend those back out. And we got to grab all our tools, and most importantly, we got to grab our camera, because otherwise, all of this was for nothing. All right. If you think I'm putting all of this back together before finding out if it works, you're out of your mind. And I know better. I've learned a few things along the way. Never, ever, ever go putting a car back together just because you think you're done, because inevitably it will be sure to let you know that you were not done. All right, battery's probably really low. I'm not gonna lie, I cranked and cranked trying to get this thing started. Of course, without the starter engaging, I don't know how much juice we were burning up, but I'm sure we were burning up some. Battery is tight. No smoke, no fire yet. I guess that means we can try to start it. Of course, having keys would be a good first step. And I wanted to show you this so you can see what I'm talking about over here. Look at how loose. Look how this whole thing, the nut is actually loose. The bottom one isn't, but this top nut, you can see the stud doesn't turn, but the nut does. Now this says triple tested. If anybody knows, I can't remember. I don't tend to buy many parts at auto parts stores anymore. I tend to just buy everything on Amazon. I find the quality is at least the same, if not a little bit better. So I think honestly all of our parts are coming from the same place these days. So this will make it to where I feel like I can actually drive this car. Bingo. Bingo! Oh, oh great. Where'd my instrument cluster go? There it is. All right, I was about to get really upset. Now my brake light's on. That wasn't on last time I drove, and it's running like crap now. Perfect. The car needs to be driven, man. These cars, this is why I've got to get rid of. I mean, this is one of many reasons. The main reason I got to get rid of all of my cars is honestly just because I need the money more than I need all these cars, guys. I told you I got lots of stuff coming up, man. I got the stuff with the state of Oklahoma that I'm still waiting on. These cars, it's insane when you look at each one of them. They don't look like they cost a lot. It's like, oh, these aren't very expensive. But when you're talking about as many cars as I have, guys, hell, that Camaro down there, The 67 Camaro, guys, with all the parts and everything I've got over $25,000 into that one. I think after the parts and fees, tires, I put $1,000 in tires. I probably got 5 or 6 grand into this one. I've got, good Lord, plus the Impala that I have at the house, I've got well into $20,000 on that one too. What I'm trying to say is I've got an easy $100,000+ worth of cars sitting out here. And, you know, I'm sitting here thinking, God, I really got some stuff I need to pay for. You know, it'd be great. It'd be great if I had that $100,000. That's what'd be great. Oh, I've got the air conditioner on, and it is working. I don't know why the brake line's on. The brakes feel great. The brakes are real... They seem to be working better and better the more I use it, but I think what's happened is the seals in the master cylinder have started failing. The car's got 46,000 miles on it, but it's also a 1994. Okay, so the car is what? 94, 04, 30 years old? Sorry, bad math. 30-year-old car here, guys. And most of the parts on this are original. So I got a new master cylinder for it. We're not going to do that tonight. Good. This is really, really good. I'll have to take her out for a drive. Try to clean up. It needs gas too. That's another thing it needs. I need to put fresh gas in it because, again, this car has been sitting for a long, long time. I might drive this home tonight. Jessica's with me. She probably won't want to. She does not trust my own fiance doesn't trust my cars. We rode here tonight though in the 79 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. I drove it home last night. I told you guys I was going to. I drove it home last night, and the car did great. I believe it or not, I drive a lot of miles, guys. Even though I didn't go out of town too much, like I put 170 miles on that Coupe de Ville between last night and tonight. Within 24 hours, 179 miles, and the car did great. Ice cold air conditioning, rides like a couch, comfortable car going up and down the road, man. I am very happy with the way the Coupe de Ville turned out. But with that said, my fiance just doesn't always trust my cars, man. And that's probably because a time or two, her and I have been stranded on the side of the road by my car. This is why she prefers riding in the newer cars. All right, let me make sure I got everything picked up here. I'm gonna put my wheel back on. I'm gonna get my tools cleaned up, and then I guess we can take her out for a quick spin, double check the air pressure on the tires because it has gotten colder out. And yeah, I guess we'll take her for a spin and see what she does. Hopefully it starts running right, because it seems like it's trying to misfire a little bit right now. All right, time to see what happens here. With any luck, we're gonna go on a test drive. It's gonna be uneventful, nothing interesting, nothing crazy. The car is just gonna do what the car is supposed to do, because I'd like to drive this car home tonight. I've never driven this car home, and as I'm deciding which cars to get rid of, it helps me immensely to decide what cars that I'm going to get rid of, to drive them. Surprise, surprise. Where's my windows? There we go. 46,860 miles. There we go. Make sure everything is off. Do we have my Meatloaf tape in? They said we should have been. All right, Meatloaf is in. We've got about half tank of gas. I'm gonna get buckled up. Let's take her out for a little drive. And hopefully it's not necessarily misfire, but I can feel a stutter in it, man. And I don't like it. All right, so I've decided we're gonna do the 10 mile. The windshield is filthy. Look at this film in here. I gotta clean that out. And I got windshield wipers in the shop I need to put in this car as well. Assuming everything goes well on the 10 mile drive, which I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. I will not drive this home if the brakes start acting up though. Just like automatically, if we get to, and this seems to be the case with the car, it hasn't done this to me in quite a while, but what it was doing is you could get about 8 or 9 miles in this car, and then the brakes just start going to the floor. You can still stop. It's not like the brakes go completely out. The car will still stop, but it's not happy about it. You know what I mean? It's oh, whoa. I can't see. Oh, that window is, that's trash, man. Let's turn on the defogger and see if that makes any difference. Oh my goodness. Guys, this is just what it is, man. It is blurry. Maybe if I back you guys up some, it won't look so bad. Yeah, that needs to be cleaned. Needs to be cleaned real bad. The car's running great. So there's that. It's running fine. It's driving fine. I can't remember if this car's got working cruise control or not. But I would like to drive this car home. That's my goal for tonight. But I have to make sure, number one, that it's going to be able to do the 10 miles with no problem. And I need to make sure that when I get back to the house, I still have brakes. I will be changing the master cylinder out on this, but I'm going to need help because I need somebody to help me bleed the brakes. So I'll probably do that this weekend. We'll do a video. We'll get Nick out here, and we'll change the master cylinder. We'll bleed the brakes, and hopefully that'll take care of it. But if we can make it 10 miles without the brakes failing on me, then I am going to drive this car home tonight and see how it does. This will be my driver for tonight and tomorrow, and as long as it does well, I shouldn't say it, because as soon as I say it, I'll end up getting rid of it. But I love this car. Like, I really love the nostalgia of the C4 Corvette. It takes me back, man. It really does. And this generation of Corvette is particularly special because this is the generation of Corvette that I was playing with as a little child. You know what I mean? I was born in 1980. So, you know, when I was really getting into Hot Wheels, playing with my little cars, and I always had a red C4 Corvette. It was probably, you know, like an 85 or an 86 model, so not quite the same as a 94, but pretty close, you know, pretty close. Here I am today, driving the car that was like my favorite toy as a child. My favorite Hot Wheel as a child was my little red C4 Corvette, man. Now, I put so many miles on it. I'm telling you, literally, I put miles on that car. I used to just run behind it and push it across the floor. I loved that car. And yeah, I had the little loop-de-loops. I had the track. I loved my C4 Corvette. And here I am driving a red C4 Corvette today. So this one it's particularly special to me because this is the one that really takes me back to my childhood. And for what I paid for it, what I got into it, I mean, honestly, good. Like, you can't find one of these for what I paid for it. You just can't, especially one with legit 46,000 miles that is in beautiful shape inside and out. You're just not going to find it. Cold air, hot heat, runs and drives great. I already overpaid on the tires, so I feel like we might as well just own this thing. You know what I mean? We might as well just hold on to it. But we both know how that goes. All right, guys, so far everything is uneventful. We got no other warning lights on the dash, which is great. I do want to, when we get back to the shop, I'll put the windshield wipers on it. I'll clean this windshield so I can actually see where I'm going. And as long as everything goes well, the rest of the trip, we're going to be driving this one home tonight. All right, we made it to the 5-mile mark. I'm going to roll this window down just for safety. It still sounds like it is. That sounds like a misfire. Yeah, I can hear it. Listen to this. She got a solid miss to her. But it only seems to do it at an idle. As soon as I hit the gas and I'm taking off down the road, look at this interior, will you? Oh my God, man. That red. Yeah, she's got a dead miss. Sitting at an idle, it's a dead miss. I tell you guys all the time, I really hate leaving cars sitting, man. I can't stand leaving cars sitting. Great, there's the popo. Lovely. Let's see how this goes. I ain't got nothing against cops or anything. I just prefer not to have to talk to them if I don't have to. You know what I mean? All right, well, she's not smoking, and we don't even have a check engine light on. And yes, it works. The brakes are still working properly. She just doesn't like to idle. If I give it a little throttle, actually, it seems like maybe it's misfiring throughout the RPMs. Are we losing spark somewhere? There's no chance that I knocked off a... what's weird, though, is we don't have a check engine light. Check engine light is right there, and it works. Let's pop the hood and just see if we can see any spark. With as dark as it is out here, if this thing's sparking, you'll see it. It shouldn't be sparking on this side anyway, because this is not the side that I was working on. It was this side. I don't think I got anywhere near spark plugs. No. And then the OptiSpark sits down there. It's kind of hard to see it, but it's down there, down right about there. Trust me when I tell you, you don't want to ever have problems out of an OptiSpark. It's bad enough in the big body cars. In a tiny car like this, in a tiny car like this, I'll tell you what I'd do. I'd send it to the salvager. No, I'm kidding. Honest to God, I'd probably just take it to the dealer. And I'm being dead serious. I'd probably pay the dealership to take care of replacing the OptiSpark on this before I'd want to do it myself. Just not a fun job. All right, guys, I want to buckle up. Let's get her back to the house. Let's change the windshield wipers. I forgot what else I said I was going to. Oh, and clean these. Look how bad this is. Let's try to clean up the windows and change the windshield wipers, and we'll conclude the video. We are almost back to the house. The brakes were still working last time I used them. And I'm telling you, once you're on the road, it does not feel like this car has a misfire at all. God, you can't see out of this window. It is so bad. My goodness. Yeah, I when headlights hit, I can't see anything. All right, this is the last test of the brakes. If they still work, they do. They work fine. So used to, without fail, this car could not do 10 miles without the brakes going out. So we just did the 10-mile run. Brakes are still working great. So that is promising. And yes, the brake fluid is clean. I mean, all the typical stuff, guys. I've checked it. Did I just feel the brakes go out? Oh no, hold on. No. Okay. I thought the brakes just gave out on me. I was about to get real upset. They're still working fine. Okay. She made the 10-mile run. Gauges all look good. Everything seems to be happy. Car's not even getting remotely warm. The cassette player still works great. It's playing my Meatloaf with no issue at all. I love this car. I really do. I genuinely love this car. Now that I know I don't have to worry about the starter anymore, I actually love the car even more. I love the car a whole lot more. I don't know if Jessica's going to be as excited as I am for driving this thing home, but I'm pretty stoked. So the first thing I want to do is pop the hatch because I've got a rattle back here. She's a little stiff. She's old. We got a crack right here. And going down the road, this thing is just, it's making noise. I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. I got an idea. Maybe put a washer or something here and just kind of hold this down to keep it from rattling around like that. And windshield wipers, I think we got to pop the hood to do the wipers on this. Everything on this car is just overcomplicated. And I got to go get a light so we can actually see what we're doing. But there's the windshield wipers right there. This camera actually does pretty damn good at night, guys. Like it doesn't come out on camera, but it's pitch dark out here. There is no light in the sky at all. All right, so I'm going to start by trying to pull this screw out. Hopefully I don't break anything else in the process. There we go. If we can just get this screw out of here and put it in a safe place, this will give me a little more room to... I'm trying to decide what to even... Oh, this is all loose too. That's not helping things. All the screws have come... Oh, look how much better that is now. I would almost like to tape this up from the underside where you can't see it, but I think what I'm going to do for right now, isn't that what everybody says? For right now, just for now, just for tonight, I'm not going to leave it this way. I promise. Right? Right. I think what I'm going to do for right now is just kind of put tape right over the whole thing. Just like this. And I'll put a little bit more on the inside lip right here. This will kind of hold these pieces together. And then what I'll do is I'll find the hole here. We'll, right there, we'll screw this in through the tape. Uh-oh. Hey, come back here. That didn't work out. We'll figure out where this screw goes. Great. Great, now I can't find it. It should have been like right here. It just goes straight down. There we go. There it is. There it is. So what we need is some kind of a washer, just a tiny washer to put right here to hold this in place. And then I just got to go around and tighten up like this one right here. See, that's loose. Tighten it up. We got another one right here. You don't want to tighten them too tight though, because if you do that, we got another one right here. If you tighten them too tight, you're liable to crack or break things, and this will stop this whole thing from just rattling around like it is. Make sure that one's tight too. Nope, that one's loose too. There we go. All right. Well, I have serious problems with the car that rattles. It drives me nuts, and this thing back here was just rattling all over the place. This should take care of it. I'm gonna go find a little washer just to stick right here to kind of keep both of these pieces in check, and then we can move on to the windshield wipers. All right, I think we've done everything we can do back there. I'm not gonna film cleaning the windows or anything, but let's move on over to the windshield wipers, because these are non-existent. And I don't think it's supposed to rain, but I'm going to tell you right now, it would be my luck that I would neglect to do these wiper blades, and it would rain. It would absolutely rain. These are the, what, click style? What the hell? Did it clip? How did these come out? Oh, they pop out. So I'm going to need probably a flathead screwdriver for this one. All right, let's see if these just pop. There we go. Came off easy enough. Yeah, there ain't nothing left of that blade. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't have a clue how this damn thing's supposed to work. And these wipers look like they're kind of a different size too. That's perfect. Yeah. I guess I could have read the instructions. I didn't really feel like it though, so there's that. Let's try this again. Now that I read the instructions, it should just clip into place. That does not feel... I don't know, guys. That doesn't seem right. Doesn't it seem too loose? Look at this. I mean, I guess it's right. So I'll just go install the other one. I mean, it's better than what it had, but that's really not, yeah, that's really not saying much, is it? Come on. There we go. Yeah, these things were trashed. All right, let's slide her through. Oh, cross our fingers. There we go. Slide it back under so that it parks where it's supposed to. And now we find out if it works. Bring the thunder. I mean, they do make a little bit of noise. Sounds like they're scraping something or scratching up against something. I don't know, but they work. At least better than what we had, until I can find some more appropriate windshield wipers. All right, we're almost done, guys. Last thing I got to do is clean the interior windows so we can see out of this car, and then I think we're going to call it a night. Well, with any luck, I can see out of my windows now. Looks like the BMW's battery is finally charged. I am send this one to auction. Man, I'll tell you something. I came out with that video about all the cars I'm gonna be selling, and I had people coming out of the woodwork, man. Like, seriously, people coming out of the woodwork. Everybody wanted everything, especially the 67 Camaro. I had so many people trying to get the 67 Camaro. Even Lucky's Wheels and Deals got a hold of me. Said he wanted the 67 Camaro, but he didn't show up. And then I told him it's going to auction Thursday, so if he was serious, get a hold of me. And well, he didn't get a hold of me, so I'm just sending it to auction. That's what I'm doing. You guys are going to see this video. Well, it should be Thursday. You should be seeing this video Thursday. And since I didn't hear back from the people that were interested in this one, I'm sending it. I'm also going to clean this one up and send it. The 67 Camaro's already cleaned up. It's going. The Cadillac DeVille, I'm going to wash it. Then it's going. And I'm going to try to pick one more. I'm going to try to send five cars to her. Maybe the bike. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe I'll send the bike tomorrow. I don't know. I'm going to try to send 5 at a minimum down the road tomorrow. And that's a shame, man, because I offered, what was it, 2 or 3 different people said that they wanted the 67 Camaro. And I offered it to them. Guys, listen to me. 25 grand. And for 25 grand, I was including everything that's not sponsored. Okay. All the stuff, well, I mean, aside from miscellaneous fluids and hoses and stuff, I'm keeping all that. But like the valance, the grill, headlight bezels, all of that stuff, guys. Valve cover gaskets, I mean, everything, the aluminum radiator, the $300 steering wheel, all of it. I was going to send all of it down the road with the car for $25,000. Oh, and the brand new tires. I forgot. I got the 4 brand new tires for it. I was going to send those with it as well. It's a steal of a deal. Steal of a deal. But the caveat is with all these cars, and everybody should know this by now, I can't sell to the public. All right, you got to be a dealer. Well, Lucky's Wheels and Deals, he is a dealer. At least I think he is. I'm pretty sure he's a dealer. So he could have done it. Anybody else? I don't know. It seems like everybody comes out and they're like, hey, I'm interested in this car. Hey, I want this car. But then when it comes down to it and it's like, hey, you know, let's get this done. Then suddenly it's like ghost. You don't hear from anybody anymore. All right, let's turn on the lights. This is why I don't want to be a retail dealer. Honestly, this is I don't do well dealing with the public, man. Let's get those lights turned out. There we go. I don't like dealing with people. I don't like dealing with people that are like, you know, hey, I'm coming to get this, and then they don't show up. And it's a waste of my time, you know, ultimately is what it comes down to. I got stuff to do, man, and the engine seems to be running a hell of a lot better. I just don't have time for people that aren't serious. I just prefer to sell cars to other dealers through auctions and stuff, man. I just prefer it that way. It's so much easier. It doesn't take any of my time, you know. These These auctions, they come to me, guys. These auctions, look how much better you can see out this windshield now. These auctions come to me, and they do my cars right here on this lot. I don't have to go anywhere. They go up for auction, and everything is done for me right here at my property. I don't even have to be here. The lady that's coming, she's coming tomorrow to list like at least five cars. She's coming to me. She's going to take pictures. She's going to inspect all of them, condition report them all for me, and put them up for sale. I don't even have to be here for it, guys. Let's check. It's getting cloudy. Let's make sure the defroster works. Is that the right one, or is it this one? It's that one. There we go. I pushed the wrong one. Let's look at that. Poof. Like magic. Look how much better it is seeing out of all these windows. I cleaned all of them. Guys, look how much better that is. I do love this little car. Jessica ain't happy about it. she ain't happy about it. She's like, really? She's like, what about cow and deer? And I'm like, oh, come on now. Live a little, man. She said that's the point. She wants to live longer. All right. I guess with that, we're going to get out of here. That's the end of this video. I've got let me grab this light real quick. I got to pick up the rest of my tools. And I got to check this Mustang, because this Mustang is another one that's going tomorrow. Hopefully this battery's coming back. It's a brand new battery I just put in. Yeah, she's coming back to life. The other batteries are coming back too. I'm going to close this hood. What else is going? Oh, okay. So, ooh, there's a tree limb falling. The Saturn is going tomorrow as well. We're going to get back on the Lexus soon because I got some more parts for it. The Mustang is going tomorrow. And I told you the rest of them that should be going tomorrow as well. And then once those are up for sale, I'm going to see how they do at ACV auctions. And I may just let some of them go with no reserve. And whatever they bring is whatever they bring. Anything that doesn't sell, I'm going to put it through Copart, and we'll see how it does at Copart. Now, if anybody wants to bid on my cars at Copart, somebody left a comment earlier, and they had an interesting suggestion. I think most states, you can use a bidding service called, they've got one that's called like autobidmaster.com, and you can bid on a car as a dealer because you're basically using a dealership to bid on the car for. Yes, it's going to cost a little bit extra. My cars are kind of all hoopties. They're not high dollar cars, so I don't think it's going to cost a whole lot more. But, you know, at the end of the day, you do have to sign up for it and everything, and it's kind of a pain. So probably not worth it for most of you, but, you know, check it out. We'll see how they do on acvauctions.com, and hopefully, you know, in the next few days, I get rid of at least 5 of these cars. Listen, if there's any of you out there that are seriously interested, remember, you gotta have a dealership, guys. You gotta have a dealership, or you have to go through a dealership. Like you're gonna have somebody that can do this for you. I can't sell to the public. Okay, I hope I don't have to say this again, but I cannot sell to the public yet. Hopefully, my dealer's license comes through, and that'll change. But for now, I cannot sell to the public. So you're gonna have to find a dealership that you can buy my cars from. These cars will have to go into a dealership's name. Okay, and then whatever happens from that dealership onto you, that is y'all's business. But for me, has to go to a dealership, guys. I ain't messing around. I ain't screwing around. With that, I'm going to get out of here. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed today's video. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing y'all again very soon in the next one.